Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exploration of the Roman Empire. I am Bridger. Today, we are giving up on having a client state control northern Germany and just taking it all for ourselves. It's just too much of a pain. You know what I mean? I expect them to just hold the 5 provinces I gave them. Instead, they lost 2, a revolt started, the Bohemians are back, and it's just a mess. Meanwhile, we're currently also engaged in an all-out assault against the Ptolemaic Egyptians. And so far, so good. The Paphlagonians also have to go here because they have a number of my objectives. This is one of my objectives here. It's actually hard to tell. It looks identical. Yeah, it's a lighter green, just barely, than everything else. So 4 objectives were all right next to each other here in Anatolia, so I had to go after that. Couldn't just leave it. So we're going to take all 4 fairly rapid succession. Meanwhile, we've never had an issue in Gaul since we finished conquering it, so I haven't got a garrison there. That worries me a little bit in case something does happen, but, them's the breaks. And, yeah, I'm a little worried about Carthage because they took so much of Spain, but we'll see what happens with them. Right now, I've got my forest assault armies trying to recapture the Gothic areas, which we just recently found out will provide me with the only heavy infantry I've been able to find that are good in wilderness. So we need those areas to continue to build up the Gothic, the Germanic army and the 2 forest assault armies, though we may just consolidate those into one. We'll see what we need here. Anyway, militarily, we're besieging 1, 2, 3, 4 areas in Egypt and Paphlagonia. We're also going to start besieging them here. We're trying to take out the rest of the Paphlagonian fleet, which just put out to sea. They only have a couple heavy warships, though. So the Aegean defense fleet should be able to make short work of them, I hope. We did have a fight with them earlier, a smaller force that we were able to win fairly handily. So they do have, I think, more units, 16 versus, 14, 12? But only 3 heavy ships with ranged attack. Actually, their mediums have ranged attack, too. That's annoying. But I think we'll still be okay. So they have 6... Oh, even their light ships have ranged attack. Why don't my light ships have ranged? That's not fair. My light ship has ranged defense. Only my heavy ships have ranged attack. But I think we'll still get them with this. Do they have a 2 defense general? They don't. They have Seleucos. All right. Pontus is our client state. Paphlagonia is Egypt's client state. We'll now be eating all of their stuff. We already have this set up, I believe, to retake the area that we lost to Italic rebels, because we had just conquered it, and they didn't take kindly to our rule. Meanwhile, the Forest Assault 1 is, I think, complete. Yes, it's got the 6 in front and the 6 support with some cavalry as well. So it can continue. I think we just had it. Yeah, it's going to just assault this area here and just take it. Okay. This is just guarding up here because this incredibly large area with lots and lots of slaves is currently very disloyal. We're going to fix that as soon as we can. Right now, let's do buildings. So over here, we're looking at infrastructure and culture as our main guiding principles. Ugh. Well, that's not great. A wash house... It's not terrible. It's only 24, but, I do like my money. What else could we have for this? Sanitation. We don't have basic sanitation yet. But a wash house doesn't come with any decadence, unlike public baths. So we could do a wash house. Increases their growth speed in the future. And they are at 12 turns, so let's do that. All right, a warehouse is perfect here. Delicacy shop, not so much. So let's do the warehouse while we can. Oh, this is also a problem with public order because it's a large Germanic population. So they have a higher unrest base value when they're not the correct citizen type. So maybe we use the Basilica to bump up the loyalty a little bit. We gotta import Frankincense, though. That's awful. Let's look for culture in a different place next time. Candle Shop actually gets all of its bonuses here. It will trade in some wax, which you'll get from one of our sources, making us more money. That's a good choice. Ooh, an amphitheater is not... Well, you know, it cost me just a tiny bit of money. It's a green upgrade. Let's take it. Meanwhile, a pleasure house is not necessary. Another good candle shop location because they have the tin nearby. Tin's hard to come by, so this candle shop giving them money and culture, that's pretty dang good. Here we're looking for infrastructure and food. Armies, what gives money and culture, but also decadence and some loyalty. Seed storage is the only other thing we could build here that would be at all valuable. Let's get the Thermes. It'll increase our health past 65%. That's kind of insane. This place doesn't even have a builder's hall. It should definitely have a builder's hall. Oh, but it should also definitely have a school. And it's green, so we don't spend the slot. Salt House is something I like everybody to have. But Wells gives that percent food bonus, which is very good for an area where we're focused on food. This is an area that could use some food, but not a salt marsh, right? What does it have for food? Only 2 food buildings? Huh. Really? Does this place manufacture salt? It does. These places import salt. So, Amelia here doesn't really need a salt marsh. But Shepherd House, Ranch, Flaxfield, Orchard, Hempfield, those are all also, we're already importing it from Rome, which is making us money. Let's not do the Salt House. Let's cycle and get a better food building for this region. It needs at least to get an upgraded farm here, but we need 3 green buildings to do that. Etruria, we built a pleasure mansion for the loyalty. A sacred estate is another good loyalty one. It only costs us a little food, and we get some loyalty and no decadence from it, and it doesn't even take a slot, so that's great. Here we were looking for culture and a military academy. I don't think I can resist that. We got plenty of slots left over. This had a whole bunch of military buildings. We don't need those military buildings here, but because they're here, let's use them. The previous owner of the island did that. Oration Tribute is a government building. Preceptor House is science. Religious. Oh, this is interesting. Gives you legacy. This is a special Greek one, I think. Yeah, we don't actually have a government building here, which is important to trigger some certain decisions. Ooh, but a warehouse would be good, because this area is actually low on infrastructure. Let's get that first. I believe this entire province is kind of low on infrastructure, so that'll help. Up here... land reclamation will take a long time. Maybe clear water or city walls. Let's get city walls because we're at war. This area we determined was supposed to be an infrastructure area. I don't know what else it's going to be. So let's think about that for a second. Wow, it's got a lot of food buildings, but it's also huge. So let's just put a couple guys over there. Oh, you know what? The food production is minus 60%. That's why it's at such a high penalty cost here. That'll go away as soon as these modifiers go away. Specifically, this one is the biggest. All right. That having been said, the units moving out of it should be able to build the roads. Maybe we could build a monument while these guys... Oh, they are building the roads already. Yes, good. Perfect. Because of this area... Let's see. How's this... Areas around it aren't really specialized towards money. So I think this should specialize towards culture. Culture and infrastructure here. And then in the other provinces, we have food, money, and Bithynia. I think we have some infrastructure here in Bithynia because the region as a whole was really low on infrastructure. These guys are going to go back to food and money once we fix the infrastructure. And the problem was we had conquered Paphlagonia and we're planning on making this a main infrastructure hub, but didn't necessarily work. Hey there, Nez. Okay, next building. Newly... Oh, no, this isn't newly conquered. This was conquered in the last big war, but it is blockaded. I would like to know what's out there, so if we get the option to build a major harbor, that would be nice. It is supposed to be money. Apparently, I've just got this scheduled all across. Huh. So for some reason, Taurus just isn't specialized. I feel like it's not supposed to have any food, at least. Except that we don't. We have one good food province here. Kind of. Huh. Slaves are usually placed at the back end here. It's kind of surprising that they aren't. There we go. We'll do that for now. Oh, it keeps putting them there. Okay, fine. You guys can stay there. We'll have the slaves work the fields and everybody else can do the other things. So that's good. Now, how are we going to specialize this deal? A garum shop is good. It'll even import from Parthenius, which is our own territory. A coastal fortress for Chios does seem like a pretty good idea, considering it's kind of out on its own. And if I lose a naval battle, I won't be able to save it from invasion. I doubt that's ever going to happen, but I think I'm still going to do it just because it also lifts the fog of war in the sea areas around it. And that's 3 sea areas. That's pretty good. Over here, infrastructure is quite important. Here, infrastructure is also kind of weak, but I think don't need the loyalty right now. So yeah, let's get the Builders Hall here. Down here, we're kind of looking at money. All bonus resources satisfied. You know, I like that, but I also like green buildings. All right, that's the end of that. Let's go to the next turn and find out how the progress goes with our war in Anatolia. All right, cool. Good night, Nez. Sweet dreams. We have really militarized against the Egyptians here. We're putting down the Italic rebels, which is successful. And that is also successful because it was inevitable. Here's where we have a... Oh, interesting. We only caught 12 of them. We know there were 16 there before. Let's see how this battle plays out. I think it's definitely going to be in our favor. God, I hate how loud that is. Come on. Oof. There's their heavy warship, though. That's not quite as good in our favor, but... Yeah, anytime we're going up against their not heavy warships, it's going to be a bad time. Yeah, we've got our heavy warships across the entire stretch. They only had a couple. Now we pursue them. Boom. Alright. Done. So we did get them. Ptolemaic Egypt has come to fight. Pontus is also here. It's a hill, though. I hope Pontus doesn't screw things up. Oh, that's right. We have our mountain army here. So this should be really good for us. It's a nice test of the mountain army. First, we have to see... Unfortunately, Pontus's forces have come in and replaced my archers. These Anatolian archers would have been better. We would have probably exhausted more people. Galatian infantry are still forming the core, though, so that's good. It didn't replace them with the heavy infantry that likely would not have done as well here. So we've got a better leader. We've got decent support bonuses, and they're attacking us, so we actually get the terrain benefit of the hill. So we should be able to win this handily. Especially when we get to their exhausted troops. And we've got mercenary... Oh, that's Pontus's mercenary cavalry on the flank. Ooh, there we go. That was a big difference. 3 dice to 2 dice isn't nearly as big a difference as 2 to 1, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Mercenary cavalry with the terrain defense and the support bonus. He doesn't have a support bonus? What are they doing? They're bringing no support units to fight their battles? That's crazy. Damn, he still managed to hang in there. See, he's got light cavalry, but that's not enough. Where are his support units? He doesn't have any skirmishers? Apparently not, because he's getting trounced in these areas. Boom. Goodbye. You are the weakest link, etc. I think we took no hit point losses there. We may have taken 1 effectiveness reduction. But I think we took no hit point losses. Excellent. Look at that giant army we beat. Now we did have some backup from these Grecian javelineers. Pontus doing its part, I guess. Here, Paphlagonia is going to die. Yep. And then, oh, is there another battle in the same area? They have just as many, but Paphlagonia joined them. But they still have no skirmishers. It's all line infantry. I wonder if the AI is being borked here. At least we had 4 archers in there. They're Lydian archers as well as the Anatolian archers. Yeah, so far, nothing to worry about. That's automatic. Oh, okay. The Vanguard is being challenged by an Egyptian army in the hills. That's going to go poorly for them. Yep, we basically took no losses there either. Okay. Well, this is actually all going according to plan with no major problems. We remembered to keep a general in all of our units. We're wiping the floor with all of their armies. Sieging down the units behind the walls there. Paphlagonia will cease to exist very soon, I hope. Because then I will have simply conquered all their areas without having to make peace. Oh, our decadence is still bothering me, though. I'm trying to increase my culture. I am. No, Parthia, we can't have cooperation. I gotta go to war with you soon. Oh, boy. Okay, they're in Unrest here, which is the prelude to actually revolting. So, It's a good thing we have a nice army stationed here. It's not a great army. Do we have another 1-1 general anywhere? We do, but he's pampered, but I don't care. Defense penalty. It's marsh, which I think is considered rough terrain. Let's put this guy in charge. All right. Have we removed? No, we haven't removed the just conquered penalty, so we can't build up the units the way that we want. However, we have an army that's good for fighting in, well, better for fighting in plains. Now it can go do this. And the Forest Army 2 will stay, rest, and recover, and be prepared to go after the Bohemians who are declaring war on right now. Because they shouldn't exist. I mean, the other thing is the Lugii here, also out in the plains. Damn. So, I mean, this Germanic army could really use some legion backup. And you know what? We can give it to them. Because we've got an army of reserves sitting right here. I don't have any more Cataphracts at the moment, but I can spare these 4 troops. Oh, wow. It wants to travel all the way around. I feel like it would run out of supplies. And, you know, part of the problem is we don't have any damn roads over here. Yep. Yep. The granary has been destroyed. Heavy rainfall caused the river to overflow and we lost the granary. Ugh. That's annoying. I want it back. Give it back. Noble gardens give a absolute butt ton of culture, but really only if you also have gold and ceramics. So I think that's not a great choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've already got that. I don't think we want to get a level 1 building when we don't have to. Shouldn't we also be open to getting roads? Paved roads? Yeah, we do. We do have that option here. So let's send another chunk of the reserve army to go build the paved roads here. It'll just save us a slot. Not a slot, but it'll save us time when we could be building other things. Okay. Wax workshop. Meh. Gambling ring. Yeah, the taxation bonus is actually kind of nice for this money area. All right. A tribunal. Yes, please. This region is underfed. Let's get them some more seed storage. A large warehouse would be good. Perfumery. Don't know about that. Doesn't necessarily need the loyalty. A brickwork would be better. A public bath would be helpful. But an aqueduct or a preserved food store is better because they don't come with the Decadence. So let's shift. Here we still have some problems with loyalty, a little bit. I mean, this is great because it gives us a decent amount of culture to offset that Decadence. Luxuries are the only bonuses we're missing here. Which means if we could get a luxury building somewhere in this vicinity, It would help. Racing track, also good, but not what I'm looking for. All right, Tiberius. This is an area where we probably could use a trade house. It's also an infrastructure area. We're looking for a city hall here, though. Oh, but a preceptor house is available, so I'm sorry. We're going with preceptor house. Meanwhile, we have another similar problem here. Hey, look, a prison is available. I need a warehouse here so badly, though. We'll come back for the prison. The warehouse has to... We just have to do it. Food, money... Ooh, actually, is that a cultural site? We don't need it as much anymore, though, do we? Let's do it. We can get a Thalassan temple at some point, then. We've already built everything we can as far as that's concerned, so let's build maybe a vineyard. This is right on the border. And this province is supposed to be about money and culture. Amphitheater's a great culture upgrade. Oration tribute's also good for culture. A quarry is not the best one that we have access to here. So, yeah, we need infrastructure. So let's cycle until we can get a warehouse or maybe a brickwork. Oh, here we go. That's good. Damn, these are going to take forever because of the aforementioned issues with not having the correct buildings. A courthouse will not take up a slot, and maybe we'll get a warehouse on the next shuffle. Over here, a shipyard. Produces a lot of equipment. Is this the region that gives us Bithynian archers, which are basically the same? So equipment is useful there. It would also let us build heavy warships somewhere else. Is this a capital? No, this is the capital. Let's get green buildings first, I think. They're not desperately in need of shipbuilding over there. Take it back. They kind of are desperately in need of shipbuilding over there. Right now, I can only build Corvus heavy warships back at home, I think. Yeah. So, I'll build Corvus heavy warships over here. This is the only place I know of that I can build them. Anything that just has the thing without a sail can't build the heavy warships, including these ones on this coast. Here's another place we can build the Corvus heavy warships, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we can build them over here. But we can't build them anywhere over in the Aegean. So, yeah, gotta do it. Gotta get some other options. So we didn't take any losses on these ships. The Paphlagonian fleet is now scattered. So our conquest garrison here is going to want to join this fleet. And then this fleet can go land in the capital. Hopefully that'll work out the way I want it to, but either way, I don't see any enemy navies in the region. So I think we're okay. So these guys are already all exhausted. So this assault can proceed. Yeah, these guys have been under siege for quite a while as well. They're also out of walls, so this assault can also proceed. These guys appear to be holding out pretty well, however. Because our mountain army doesn't have the same siege potential that our legions do, unfortunately. What I might do then is, once one of these sieges is done, I'll send the Asia Minor army to just continue the siege until they break, and the mountain army can continue to fight field battles. Actually, I can do that right now, can't I? The Vanguard here can come up to do the siege. And then this army could go down there. I can't go yet, though. I think if I leave, I'll invalidate the siege as it currently stands. Down here, we can also assault. So that's 2 years of besieging, and then we're going to get boom, boom, boom. 3 areas have fallen just like that. We've also broken these 2 areas as well. So we're well on our way. And in the north... I mean, we're also at war with these Luigii. I don't remember why. I don't know who declared war on them or what's going on. They're at war with everybody. I don't know why. They declared war on us, I guess. We're going to wait to go into these plains to fight them until we get the reinforcements. Just to play it safe. We've been burned in the past. Oh, we don't have a general here. Let's fix that. Hey, he's even better in open terrain. Look at that. All right. Let's go back. Do we do all the buildings? We did not do all the buildings. This is a capital, so a barracks should definitely be there. A temple. Huh. It's an upgrade from a cultural site. A Thalassan temple would be better if we wait for a Thalassan temple. That will remove some decadence. We don't actually have a province for this. It's all on its own. So a builder's hall seems like a good way to get started. It will have a province soon enough. I'm going to absorb the Gothans. Ah, Crete. Hey, regional roads are pretty important, Crete. Large farm, no bueno. Damn it, I can't get proper roads here, huh? Got all these Hellenic peoples. Wow, a lot of preceptor houses are available. And I've got to take them to forego regional roads taking forever. Let's make an anchorage, because I think these guys can build, yep, regional roads. I don't know that we need a camp here. It's newly conquered. Maybe we should make one anyway. It does cost us some upkeep, though. How much does the camp cost? 2 infrastructure? Gives some garrisons. 2 infrastructure. Yeah. Build the camp. Why not? Oh, a capital area that doesn't have a wall yet. That seems bad. Should a civil war break out, I would have egg on my face. Hmm. I don't know about this. 6 infrastructure. Oh, you know what? This one doesn't cost any health. The reason I don't like most of those mines is they cost us health. These here, unless you have myrrh and frankincense, seems not very good. It's an upgrade from a regular temple. And yeah, it's a great conversion rate, but we're already almost all converted. So what's the dealio? Let's get some food here. Although I kind of am tempted to get... Yeah, let's cycle for infrastructure there, actually. A school would be fantastic. It's also a capital, so I'm tempted to do barracks, but, you know, just decadence reduction is still high on my priority list. Alright, that's the end of that chapter. Let's see how the next piece rolls out. Oh. We have strongly fortified terrain, and we have, what is this? Germanic independence must have come down from Denmark. The strongly fortified terrain is going to help us win, I think, because we have limes here. And they assaulted the city directly instead of trying to besiege us. So they've got some good war bands, but I don't think it's going to help them. I guess I was wrong. They've got a good leader. That's part of the problem. And I was gonna make this into like a fortress, but I have not yet built all the buildings required to have a good enough garrison here. All right, all objectives now under my control. Probably going to get a whole bunch more. Okay, the Saxons need to go away. They're just wandering around in the middle of, spend metal. We could sell metal for money. Fantastic. So, if I can still do diplomacy with them, right? The only thing I can do is break client-state relationship. I want to give them a thing so that I can make them stop existing. But I guess I'll have to wait and, like, break client-state relationship and then hunt them down and kill them. Like, that's a weird way to do it. I can't give them a piece of my territory to say, here, you have new lands now. A snowy plain. Ooh. Only 7 units, though. We can take them. I believe in us. This area still can't build military units, unfortunately. So we're still going to hold off. This Germanic army, however, can come down here, I think. Building a camp there. Well, you know what? I don't want to take more things that we might have another eruption of independence over here. So let's hold off on that. We conquered this. We conquered that. Conquered this. They conquered that, those bastards. We've got a full legion here designed to fight in the open plains. So get out. Okay? Get out. In fact, we're just going to take that right back. We don't even need to besiege it. We're just going to take it. You know what? Just going to merge these if we're going to go fight on the plains. Because we're going to rebuild the forest armies with better versions of these. We'll probably let them go. And we'll build a dedicated forest army, a dedicated Germanic force, which is also a forest army. And then we'll take this force, which is the current Germanic army, and turn it into, like, Assault 3 or something. Or maybe make it a Balkan army. Just to defend that area if the worst should happen. So this is a mountain terrain. That bothers me. I think I'm just going to chill here for the moment. My mountain army can't go into the damn blizzard. That's annoying. The Vanguard can storm the gates here. Well, not yet. So maybe we get the Asia Minor army. We get a couple of armies over here, and we get an escort from our navy, and we just jump the shark over here instead of going to fight in these mountain areas. We'll leave our mountain army to deal with that. The Vanguard should probably be one of those, actually. The Asia Minor army will stay over here. The Vanguard and Assault 2 and Assault 1 will make the jump to the Levant. And maybe also probably to Cyprus. All that having been said... Okay, maybe the garrison should just go here. Right? Yeah. And our main Vanguard fleet can head over here. Alright, that's good. Let's do buildings. Ooh, we've upgraded our limes to a fortress. Does seem like a good thing if we start having some kind of major internal problems. A jewelry shop, though, is also quite good. We don't have amber and gold here, but, you know, we could. You don't know. Let's take the fortress and we'll look into that in the future. So here, this is a new province. We don't really know much about what we're going to be doing here, but I have a hunch. This is a plain. Let's build a farm here. Doesn't already have one. Here's a plain. Let's upgrade the irrigation. Back here is a capital. Ooh. I think it could use a brickwork, honestly. I don't want any of my infrastructure to be negative in any of these areas if I can avoid it. Loyalty boost is good, but I think we need that granary. We're missing a palisade here. We're also missing any kind of decent money-making buildings. So let's do the palisade and we'll come back for the money. The what? The money. That's right. Ooh. Yeah, my prison boys. All right. Street parlor. Actually, with only 16, let's get a salt house. just built a large farm. Are we going to upgrade the irrigation system as well? Ooh, you know I love my banks. Yeah, there's some problems with them. Builder's Hall is better, but we're not going to get the bank anytime soon. Another bank? My God, the money, it just keeps rolling in. Not a sculpture shop, right? No, we don't have any marble here. I mean, we can import marble with a noble district, but I don't think that's worth it. A warehouse for this region would be good. Oh, look at that. Paved roads are available. That's not bad. Infrastructure-wise. A market would be very valuable in our areas where we're focusing on money. Yeah, we've got a pretty big negative here, so let's get just a basic brickwork. A theater would be good. No talkers today. Sometimes that's the way it is. How's this area doing for overall? Yeah. It's already getting another large warehouse, so let's get a vineyard. Now here, we built a gambling arena to shore up the loyalty. We kind of just want culture. Or infrastructure. We still don't have a builder's hall here. Like, we need it. 236 is not enough for this large province. A clay pit? Really? That's what you're going to offer me here? We disassembled a slave market. Thank God. We had too many of them, giving us too much decadence. So we're not going to jump right into bed with another decadent thing. Yeah. 10 culture is kind of meh. Wow, I have a lot of people doing food here. Let's take 3 to here. And we'll take 3 to here. And you know what? Let's do 1 more each. Alright, that's pretty good. This area really needs a builder's hall and a warehouse, though. Do you see how much infrastructure it's using up? The province is drained of infrastructure. Ooh, a spinning mill is quite a bit of money, but let's get the irrigation canals first. Yeah. Irrigation canals. Wow, 97 turns. What are we doing wrong here? I guess it's not enough food. Bank won't be super useful. Loyalty bonuses aren't super necessary, so let's get a ranch. Huh. Yeah, we still need food boosts in these areas. Ooh, a noble gardens with all bonuses satisfied is definitely worth it. That's 100 culture versus 5 decadence. That is a massive improvement. Land reclamation gives us an additional building slot, is kind of a no-brainer when we have access to it and it's not really slow. 63%, we don't really need that. This region is a little short on infrastructure, so let's build the brickwork. Oration tribute for loyalty is a pretty good call. All right, that's it. Next up. We're at 584 legacy. Capturing those objectives certainly gave us 4 more immediately. Good deal. Okay, so this should be automatic, and it was. And if we're going to make that a Assault 3, it could use some Cataphracts. They want my Sicilian slingers. Okay. Our relationship's 25. We can make it maybe a little better if we trade with them. So let's make some Cataphracts down here. They're going to cost a fortune. Oh, they actually don't increase in cost. That's interesting. I'm actually going to build 4 of them then, and 2 of them are going to sit here and get the... Well, they'll all sit there and get the bonuses, but... That's a plane as well. So let's take the big army. It doesn't actually have a lot of frontline units. Damn. That's a little concerning. We have 7 frontline units. We really need at least 10. No, 8. They don't have any skirmishers, so it's probably okay, but... Is this the guy that's good on planes? No. This is the guy that's good on planes. But they only have 6. They're even in... Let's hold off. Let's just wait. Meanwhile, up here, we got to rebuild the limes that I think were destroyed. We're going to send them back down there. And here... we need red buildings. I mean, we need any building. We need those things to go away. And then hopefully it won't revolt again. Alright, so over here we conquered this. Our navy, the Aegean Defense Fleet, no longer has any enemies in the Black Sea, so we can send them back to the actual Aegean. Cimbri are still trying to come at us, bro. Not cool. In fact, this should go right in there so that they can form together. And move at the same speed. The Parthian army coming through. What does their army look like? Whoa! Those are some cool-looking heavy infantry. Unfortunately, they are not in good terrain. They are clumsy like our guys are. And they have Armenian Cataphracts, which are about the same as our Cataphracts, but they're mountain men? What? They're mountain men, but also clumsy? That's so weird. So they're clumsy -2 in forests, but they're +1 in swamps, mountains, and hills, I think is what rough terrain refers to. So that's interesting. Oh, we still can't go into the damn blizzard. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the weather does not cooperate. So the new mountain army could come over here to the hill and fight this guy. Asia Minor army will just stay as, you know, backup for the new mountain army. All right. Best laid plans and all that. Light cavalry. Am I not missing a light cavalry somewhere up here? Nope, that's got 2. This has 2. I guess the light cavalry is just going to stay here then. And maybe I build another couple Romans just to have in the wings and ready to go. No, because I'm about to send the Cataphracts up to Rome to stand in there and get those armor bonuses. All right. The Conquest Garrison Army can come over here and just plug this hole. Nope. So once these guys leave, the Conquest Garrison will just hold this point so that nobody can sneak in behind us while they go to the Levant. We'll give them a little bit more food. Eight extra culture. I feel like there's got to be better level 2 culture buildings, right? There's got to be. So do we need sanitation? Yes. So we'll take that in the meantime. Excuse me. Yeah, see? Yeah. Huh. We got an open slot back here in Padus, which never built a palisade? What kind of walls you got here, Padus? I feel like you need a palisade. We were cycling here because we needed a builder's hall. Major temple's not as good. We need the builder's hall here. How much is that going to give us? 38 infrastructure. That's a pretty big boost to the region. And the province at large. Same thing here, right? This is also some place that we're ostensibly doing infrastructure, but we don't yet have a builder's hall, and it keeps giving me crap. So cycle until you can get it. Down here, we cycled last time because what were we looking for? Maybe some culture. Ah, yes. Culture from all bonuses satisfied plus loyalty with a little bit of decadence thrown in as a kicker. I mean, that's going to take forever because I think we wanted a warehouse here, but that Namunachos, that's pretty useful. No, land reclamation is a good pick here. Oh, we do need a builder's hall here. That's probably what we cycled for because we are doing very poor on infrastructure in that area. So, this is a big area for culture, but is this the right move? Upgrading the culture site to a temple actually does give us a bonus because of frankincense. So let's get that. A glassworks is not a bad place for it. It's right near Venetia. Alternatively, we're way behind on infrastructure. Not across the region, not across the province, just in this region. But I'm still doing it. The oldest profession, they call it. Builder's hall is needed for this area. An amphitheater is a green upgrade, so we'll take that. 24% means a preserved food store would be pretty valuable. Roads, land expansion, or a market. Land expansion first. Market later. That's not necessary, but an irrigation system would be good. Yep. A usurer here would be okay, because it is a money area we're focusing on. Oh, we don't even have palisades and basic areas over here. Here, what did we build last time? Regional roads was a good pick. Infrastructure here is okay. But really we need some more culture. This is supposed to be a culture area, and it has almost no bonuses. %. I'd go for the wells in that area. Ooh, a caravan house would be pretty good here, because commerce bonuses stack really well. A market, even though we're missing dye, is still very good here. 34 is not bad. And it's better than a gladiator school. Let's do that. Ooh, a commercial port. It's kind of a rare one to pop up, considering how many other things are available when you get the... Yeah. We don't yet have a crafter district, so that's why the commercial port came up. But the trade bonus range is good, as well as the commerce bonus. All right, that's the last one. Let's follow our progress in the east. I don't want to do these buildings anymore. I'm trying to make it intelligent. Maybe what I'll do is the next province I create from these areas that I'm taking, like Anatolia province, I'll just let the AI do it and see what happens. Whoa, Parthia is taking out Ptolemaic Egypt too. I can't even with this, actually. I guess I gotta go for the throat on Egypt and then fight Parthia. Man, we need to get back up to Glorious, though. I'm sorry, we need to get back to Golden Age. We're almost 3 times Parthia and Epirus. So the question is, how's our income compared to theirs? Ooh, Arabia. Sure, I don't want to fight them. They're not really a threat at the moment. So let's check out income. Yeah, we have more than triple Epirus and Parthia. So if we go and take Egypt's very lucrative legacy generating stuff, we might be on the road where we want to be. I think we got to go for the throat. We'll do cooperation agreement with Parthia now that it looks like we won't have to fight them. They're only a monarchy. They're a decadent monarchy at that. They're on the verge of collapse, it looks like. Let's do a quick check in the rankings. Where's Parthia listed? Ooh, yeah, they are having problems. So, we might be seeing light at the end of this tunnel. What I now need to do is bring these armies down here and find... We don't want scorched steppes. Ugh. We need to find a good place to land with a lot of food base, potentially. This one looks good. And it's part of Egyptus Inferior, which is the one we want to take anyway. And as far as this, it's all plains except for that one marshland there. So, if we merge the Vanguard with the fleet, we'll have to unmerge it later, I think. But this is the safest way to get it there, I believe. No. Let's split them again. Well, yeah, in an ideal world, I want the Vanguard down here in a single turn, so let's see if that's possible. So if we split that back up, now this generic Roman army I have to rename. It's just called the Vanguard, you know? I have to give them their good leader back. Yeah, that's probably it. The strategist means they can't be secretly, sneakily attacked. So, will the Vanguard army make it here in one turn? They will. The fleet will escort them. And can we get Assault 1 and Assault 2 there as well? They're going to have a problem. Oops. Shit. Yeah. They can, actually. Okay. So cancel all those. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Why is it landing? Okay. So we'll do this. Why is it doing that? That's not what I want it to do. The Scorched Steppes probably has no real food production. I mean, they kind of do, but I don't want to land someplace that has no food production. So I need you to go here, and then... The Vanguard is going slower than these other guys. Assault 2 is going faster because of open terrain? Oh, you know what? I bet it's these damn Auxilia. Their move is 7, 7, 7, 9, 7. The archers only move 6. But why? These archers move 7. Huh. That is a little bizarre. I also just realized I am woefully short of archers here. We need 2 more archers. Let's send them down. So I guess we're going to send them a piece at a time. So, if Assault 2 can make it there, that's fine. If Assault 1 can't, then Assault 1 will land next door. And we're just going to hope they don't run into a navy on the way. We're not going to send the Vanguard that way, but Assault 1 has some damn crappy Auxilia in it anyway. So, that's a dangerous play. The Vanguard can come down once we've ensured that there's no enemies there. And then over here, we've got the Asia Minor army. Can probably just walk over and start besieging here. I just hope that there's not anybody in those mountains, because we'll get screwed. having too many units there in the mountains. The New Mountain Army. Oh, wow. There's a 100 strength force inside there? Damn. Well, I don't want to charge into that. We're going to let that die another turn. The Aegean Defense Fleet actually could do some good coming back this way. To help make sure we've got escorts. Okay. Here's the Cataphracts. We were going to build... have 2 of them split off just to get armor. And another 2 are also coming to get armor. And then eventually they're going to come up to help those guys. Oh, geez, we lost this area. It's a forest. Well, let's remake Forest Assault 1 by splitting off the people we don't need. So we'll split off one of these. Some cavalry. This guy. We'll leave the light cavalry. So Forest Assault 1 is back, baby. Ready to go. And I guess, man, I do not want to risk this. All right. Now, buildings. Trade center, they're so rare. And yet school. There, here. And a crafter district, sure. We cycled here because we were looking for what? A better culture option? I think so. Here we were cycling as well. A bank would be pretty good, but Noble Gardens would be amazing. That's a lot of culture. We're missing golden ceramics, but damn it, we were cycling here for Builder's Hall. All right, we'll get the Builder's Hall. And here, we're way behind on infrastructure. We'll look to build some after the school is done. Loyalty's not super necessary. Maybe a ranch. What do we have for food buildings? Yeah, one more would give us access to tier 3 food buildings. Huh. Sets us back a little bit, but it's probably worth it. Oh, is that a preceptor house? Damn it. Gotta do it. Builder's Guild is going to take 13 turns. And not really get us a lot, but let's get to school first. All right, that was good. That was easy. All right, let's make sure that we snuck through here. Going after Aegyptus Interior, and I think Aegyptus Superior are the 2 names. in the end, what we need to demand are those two provinces that include like Memphis and Alexandria, as well as the objectives that the Paphlagonians had, if we didn't get them already. So this should be forest. Yep, everything looks good. It was set up properly. Rex Custodiae did their job. Crushed. We're rolling bad here. There we go. There we go. Alright, pursuit phase. Now they're just going to go away and come back, though. We're going to have to keep fighting them until it's all red. Battle ended in a draw. Well, I don't like that at all. Oh, it's in a mountain. That's why it ended in a draw, because we don't have any freaking archers. But if we can get lucky... It's going to end another draw. Oh, there we go. Yes, okay. It's not going to end in a draw. And we killed their leader. Look at that. Egypt's having a bad day. So we landed here. And boom. Killed the first guy we came across. Unfortunately, that garrison is pretty strong. It's really strong. Unless that needs to get updated. Holy moly, -6 with that many legionaries? Are you kidding me? This is very valuable. I like taking the +5 for 18 turns. Hey, we get a progress token. Hey, look, our ratio's looking really good now. A lot of those culture buildings we built kicked in, and we also took down the what you call them? Slave markets. Let's see if we can't do that a few more times. Let's look for 2 more slave markets. I know it takes time and it's annoying, but I'm just going to click through quick. Looking for slave markets. Oh, I saw one. Get rid of that slave market. Oh, I saw one. Get rid of this slave market. Get rid of this one. Each of these is 3 decadence we're wiping out. It's not a lot, but they don't really provide much once you have at least 10 in your empire. Alright, that's enough. So these Paphlagonian areas, are they still considered occupied? They are. Which suggests that Paphlagonia still exists, which I'm not about at all. Kind of hoped they would just die. But I guess not. So the archers are headed down. Oh, did I send... Oh, the Vanguard came down too. I kind of didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have the Vanguard go straight into an assault on the walls here. It does not look nearly as strong as this one. And we need some food source in the area. How in the hell is it -3? That's insane. We have 8 legions, each of which add 2 to siege value. We've got another couple of auxilia adding siege value. And our archers add siege value. They must have some ridiculous buildings in here. Well, they've got massive walls, siege resist 5. We've blocked the harbor, so that's not giving them anything. I don't see anything else that would give them siege resist. Drugs Emporium? No. Preserved food store gives you some. Physician house. I don't know. This is just the first, like, really big built-up city that we've had to take. Alright. Anyway. Assault 1 should be able to take down these 61 power, but I think I'm going to wait. They're not going to assault. Vanguard is. The navies will stay right where they are to guard the current situation. You should not go on the... Just walk through here. What is the problem? Walk here, then walk there. I don't see the big issue. It's going to take you 2 turns no matter what. And you should not walk through an enemy... What is it? What do they have against walking through this area? Yeah, it's mountainous, but damn it, it's friendly. So do it. Okay. So we're in good shape over there. Our additional cavalry are coming here. We're going to try this. I'm scared. I'll have these guys join just to make sure there's enough. Alright, that's all taken care of. Now we need more buildings. There's so freaking many of them all the damn time. This has never had any culture production, ever. It's never been controlled by a civilized society, apparently. Ooh, a little bit of loyalty for no decadence is great for that one right there. This one doesn't need the 40 loyalty, so we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, that's a decent amount of loyalty, and not too much decadence. A circus... Huh. No, because there's no culture. Ooh. No, die isn't in the range. Wow. We never... Okay, this needs to cycle for some infrastructure. We never even had tier 2 roads there. That's unacceptable. Racing track is a lot of loyalty, but this area doesn't need that right now. Probably needs basic sanitation. An amphitheater wouldn't go awry here. We're getting closer to 50,000. It's a decent boost in culture. But we really did want to specialize this as money. But the amphitheater doesn't cost a slot, so that's good. Oh, finally we have a large warehouse available. Noble Gardens is a lot of culture. We're actually going to get the 3rd legacy point soon. So the extra culture really is only valuable if we care deeply about our ratio, which I think we do right now. Now this region is having some problems with their infrastructure, so let's shore that up. Soon we'll run out of buildings, right? Soon. Not if I keep taking stuff, but that's why the new stuff is just going to get a generic thing. Let the AI take over. Speaking of which, did we take a full province yet? I mean, there's this one, but we made this one into a province earlier. We just didn't have the whole thing. So who knows what this is supposed to be. Hey, Slave market, go away. So that can be culture and money, I think. All right, now that we know that, we'll get land expansion. Ooh, no, that looks like Builders Guild. All right. Whew, done with that. Did I actually do... No, I didn't. Let's try and say this province can be... Actually, I know I want this province to be focused on military. There we go. You can't turn them. You can't turn multiples on, which is annoying, but that's the way it is. So maybe the problem I'm concerned with, if I say mostly defensive buildings, does it go ahead and ignore infrastructure completely? Like, infrastructure is so slow here that the defensive buildings it could build, not super important. We're going to test this and see what happens. Will it balance the population? And we'll see what it does for us. All right, I think we did all the... Yes, so we're good to go for the next turn. Let's watch. I really hope we take this in the first shot. If the Vanguard can't take that, it could mean very dire things for our fight here. We need to take something that will give us a supply source. Uh-oh. It looks like the stream was buffering there for a moment. Oh, that's nothing. Crap. They're gonna get rocked. Can't believe the Forest Assault 2 got there before the main army. Somehow our archers fought back? What? It's gonna wind up being... Nope, not a draw. We're gonna get pursued right now. Killed our general. He was a good general. Here comes the main army just to knock your face in. We lost a light cavalry, though. That's annoying. Okay. Who is here? Oh, just a single, like, ship that's coming by. Like, hey, how's it going? Crunch. The Vanguard was not able to assault in the same turn? I thought I could have sworn I told them to assault this turn. Oh, look at that. We made it back into the top third. Just barely. We're still hanging in there. That's our win condition. Starting on the 50th turn, should you achieve a 3-to-1 ratio in legacy over your nearest rival, you win instantly. So this can now assault. These guys, I thought I clicked for them to assault. Oh god, I'm glad they didn't. Look, power 86. I didn't think that would happen. They've got some damn siege engines in there. Bunch of urban militia. Their defense is only 1, but their ranged attack is 12. They're really good support units. So that kind of sucks. We're really in trouble here. We can't take any of these cities, not even this crappy one. I mean, we're going to take this crappy one right now. This one's slowly being starved, but once we take this crappy one, we can build a supply center and then maybe try to take this too, and that way they'll be adjacent to more options for supplies. Scorched steppes, huh? Arid steppes now. Alright, well, there's nothing to do here but assault this one and wait these out. How's the Vanguard status? I mean, yeah, they can't... Well, it's only one... Wall's 1 of 1. I'll definitely lose some... I have a high chance of potentially losing a legion if I do it that way. I'm going to wait 1 turn and then we'll try to attack it. The walls will probably come down by next year. So here's the Asia Minor army. Where's our mountain army? Oh, it's still over here. We won the siege. Okay. Yeah, taking those territories is important simply to have some bargaining chips for when we demand all of this stuff from the Egyptians. Paphlagonia still considered to exist. I hoped I had wiped them all out, but I guess they're still somewhere. Oops, clicked on that by mistake. Okay. So we're good with where those people are. What's going on over here? Oh, I sent them over here to build paved roads. Fantastic. Meanwhile, that remember I defeated those stupid Germanic independents? They came back. The Gothans are almost completely gone at this point. Good job, Gothans, with your super valuable help you've been to me. I appreciate it. So, like, these guys, we don't need these warriors anymore. They're kind of useless. We got 6. Okay. So we need this to go here. This is a plain. These guys need to join this force. This force is just going to hang out here and fix things. Build a Roman camp just in case. This is still under pacification, but that does allow us to build dun, da, 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 Gothic heavy infantry. Do, 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 do. And hopefully it's going to build the buildings I want. It's still building these infrastructure ones. That's good. This region is not going to be able to hold out. They only have a palisade. So they're probably going to fall to the damn Germanic independence as well. I don't have another force to deal with that right now. But whatever it is. Okay. This still has a lot of buildings that can be built. Hey. Decadence ho. But lots of loyalty. We can fix this province. But, I mean, racing track is great. Because it can give you some money. But I feel like the Namunacha that gives you some culture to help offset that decadence is a better option. Yeah, it's a better option. Scriptorum, huh? Oh. I thought it was doing automatic here. Why is it asking me what I want to build? Huh. So, it still shows me holes. So let's turn that... Actually, this region kinda desperately needs infrastructure, doesn't it? The whole province does. But let's see. Anyway. Trying to leave that experiment intact. I mean, we do get the bonuses from nuts and seeds. We could import dates and figs at some point, but I think we're just going to go with a hemp field. Over here, we were looking for some kind of basic... Yeah, a quarry. That's okay. Kind of prefer a wheel maker or an expert stone cutter. But let's start with a quarry. It's not a capital. It's not a bodega. It's not a mall. They sell things for apartments smaller than mine. Yeah, apartments smaller than mine. Long ago, in days of yore, it all began with a god named Thor. There were Vikings and boats and some plans for a furniture store. It's not a bodega, it's not a mall. They sell things for apartments smaller than mine, as if there were apartments smaller than mine. IKEA. Just some oak and some pine and a handful of Norsemen. IKEA. Selling furniture for college kids and divorced men. No real good options here, huh? Hunter's Lodge is... actually got wild beasts, so I guess it's okay. Wild beasts are rare, but yeah, up there in Germany you can get them. Ooh, down here has a few options. Tool manufacturer. Let's get that monument for culture. Let's keep our decadence under control. A harbor is pretty valuable for an island. Land expansion's good, but that courthouse, yeah, decadence reduction everywhere we can get it. Let's do it. Actually, a spinning mill for flax could be pretty good. Cotton will be importable here fairly soon. Alright, that's the end. Let's check on our sort of gamble here in Egypt proper. Gulp. Okay, it looks like the assault went well. They're building up their forces for a counterattack. The Vanguard's out in the open there. I don't know, I feel like I should take the Vanguard back to a safer area where they can forage better, but at the same time, I want to win fast. And I need them to keep that siege going if they want to win fast. We don't have to restart it after they've rebuilt. Scythia is tweaking a cooperation treaty, huh? Yeah. We don't want no horse archers coming down and messing us up. Yeah. Alright, so this guy, can they... Yeah, it's only one wall. You can besiege that as well. Build a Roman camp before you leave. This area should definitely build solid walls. Now, this we can assault, and then they won't be having a problem. Now, the Vanguard Fleet is having a real problem. I think they've got to recall. Otherwise, they're sitting ducks. They've got to go back and find some food. Plenty of supplies there. Unfortunately, that means that this siege will last an even longer time. But this army can stand here for that time if we absolutely need to. The Aegean Defense Fleet should be good here if we do this. Because they should be able to pull food from here, but our expected army usage is 16, and it's pillaged, so they can't forage from this. Same here. Let's make sure all our armies have generals. We don't want to make that mistake again. Yep, everybody's good. All right, it's a tenuous thing. We have a foothold now. Two of our armies are in good shape. The Vanguard is going to try to establish a second, stronger beachhead here. I mean, it's a marsh, but it's going to probably produce more food than this region. And I guess this navy can come up here, deal with this. They're producing a little less food than normal, but they're still producing some. All right. That's under control. What's going on in the thing here? We're just besieging stuff. That's fine, too. They've got some actual... This is the first time I've actually met some resistance where these cities are actually hard to take. Where they've got units in them that are very strong. Ah, the Cataphracts are done. So head on up here. So we've got the reinforcements that'll let us fight in the fields. So let's do that. I don't want to have to take all this. Is that so much to ask? That somebody just be stable over here so I don't have to keep taking stuff? Look, Hungary's got it right. It's the Cimbri, or it's the Epirins, or whatever. Ooh, there we go. We finally built those Gothic heavy infantry. All right. Next, buildings. Looks like there might be fewer of them this time. A theater would be okay. Coin maker, much better. Aqueduct, 42. Tavern is a level 1 building. It doesn't even provide any culture. Let's get the Aqueduct. Ah, so we're back here. We were hoping for like a Namunacha. $28%? Oh god, that's awful. I think we have to take the gambling arena for the loyalty and then get some health buildings. Ugh. Oh well, it is what it is. A noble district here would be okay. It would get us back into the green for the most part. Over here on Crete, brickwork would help. Our current shortage. Rhodes doesn't need a noble district. Oration tribute or anything else would be better. A tin mine. Oh, that's rare. Ooh, Preceptor House, though. I'm getting good at recognizing that symbol as soon as it pops up and getting excited about it. Oh, yeah. Preceptor House. Booyah. No, we don't need that loyalty at all, do we? Caravan House. Because this area finally has a place, albeit occupied and under pacification, that's focused on infrastructure. And it'll get better in the future. I'm not going to hold this for very long, so I don't really care. Look at all these damn buildings that only take one turn. But they are using up the slot, so I won't have to see this one, for example, for another 9 turns. I don't know about a barracks. Let's get the loyalty bonus here. Dog opened the door. Yes, can I help you? Ooh, a mint. Yes, hi. Oops. What do we got here? Ooh, massive walls would be cool, but I think we're going to get the farm instead. Probably making some mistakes here. All right, next turn. I don't think we're going to completely conclude the war with Egypt this session, but we'll probably do it next session. I think we're going to get these coastal areas under our control. All right, so I think I just assaulted that, right? Yeah, so this is, oh, but we're fighting out in the desert. Oh, we killed him. Look at that. Germanic independent in the forest. We sent our forest guy to go in there, right? Yes, we did. Yeah, bingo. I think we lost that general, though. It looked like we lost our general. Yeah, we fell out of the top third. We're so close to a golden age. Look at this, 621 legacy. Wow. We just shot up there. But we have to basically stop Egypt, bring them to mostly a halt in order to skyrocket properly. Yeah, I know. But we took it, right? Yeah, we did. So these guys can now build a Roman camp and even paved roads. You never built paved roads? What are you, crazy? So we sent the navy away. Oh, wow. The coastal fortress fired boulders and flaming ballista bolts against the ships of Rome. And we even lost a ship due to lack of supply. Luckily, we now have a supply center here. It's pillaged and, you know, not doing too well, but give it a few turns and we'll build it up. Speaking of which, maybe we can force a granary to happen. Sometime soon. Alright, so this is now under our control as well. Let's also get food type buildings here, and this is going to build what else? A Roman camp. Should we take this too, just to be completely like covering our bases down here? I think so. Then we can come back up here, build limes, and then start pushing into there with this Assault 1 force. Assault 2 is barely wearing them down, and that's really frustrating. But anyway, the Vanguard is going to stay here? Shit, we need more loyalty in order to recover here our hit points. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It's going to be a while. We're in quite a bit of danger. Teehee, I'm in danger. Alright, so we sent our main fleet, which actually lost a light warship, so we're going to have to rebuild that. Luckily, we have the capability to do so here. What are these guys doing here? These are called the Vanguard Fleet? This is the Vanguard Fleet. Were these guys supposed to be with the Vanguard proper? Yeah, they were. I forgot to take them out of the fleet, apparently. We'll put them back in a bit. But right now I need to rest these guys. They need to get their effectiveness back. The good news is if the enemy attacks us, we get to defend in the swampy marsh. Not very good prospects. So we've got one strong force, one also strong force that's not strong enough at this point to besiege this, especially because we lost the damn... Rome did not manage to inflict casualties on the defenders. Yeah, that sucks. We're going to have to stack both armies here, but in order to do that, we need to wait until these guys are better. Okay. Oh, we got new objectives. Let's see what those are. Hey, look, you made Alexandria an objective. That's a good one. Power 38 for the garrison. So the territory here actually produces, I believe the technical term is a shitload of food, but still, I don't want to risk the Vanguard when they're already weakened. And they're missing 2 of their legions, too. So I'm going to leave them in the marsh for now. So how we got doing over here? Forest army. Oh, they've got to chill. They've got to chill. Heavy infantry can go there. Why would you go through that? It's dumb. I think these guys... Just the archers are going to go join this main force. And the cavalry, I'll go back to the capital and join the reserve army. Apparently they're taking the sea. I don't think I condone that, but I also don't really care if I lose those guys. Oh. Well, screw these guys. They snuck past me again. And my forest army needs some damn time off. They need some R&R. And they can't do that here. Son of a bitch. Why can't they do that here? Because we had to fight for it and it's just conquered again. Damn. The barbarians are still not making it easy. Alright, that's probably good buildings. Yeah, go away. I understand. There you go. The one that is currently under siege probably should have a farm. Ooh, a great mint gives us some legacy. Faction-wide taxation bonus? I mean, that's all brilliant. It's odd that it costs us so much extra money, but we're doing it. Hey, a Master Fletcher up here. I mean, it gives us some culture, sure. I'm probably going to forget they're there, but it is what it is. Oh, you know what they need? They don't even have a damn ranch. Yeah, they don't have enough for tier 3 buildings, so let's get that. Just trying to breeze through all of these here. These are all terrible options for such a developed area. A Basilica is quite a bit of culture and a little bit of loyalty with no decadence. I think we'll take it. This one doesn't need the Naminacha, so I guess we're getting irrigation canals. Ooh, the capital. The capital has not had a building in a long time. Now, the Pleasure District is, in fact, a national wonder, but it doesn't give us any legacy. It gives us a huge loyalty bonus, a bit of a health penalty, and a trade Ottoman bonus. If I'm going to build this, it seems like it would be valuable to put it in a big money area. And yet, I don't really have one of those. So I don't think I want that. Rome's got a health crisis. How do you not have good sanitation yet, Rome? You should be leading the world in that. I missed that boat a lot. Yeah, I'm going to take that theater. Just, again, trying to contain things here. Preceptor houses. All right, let's zoom in on our delicate situation in the south here. And hope that nothing crazy happens while our forces are resting. They at least do have some place to retreat to. The Roman camp that I built will provide some supply. I didn't lose anybody. Good. Oh, they got the other one back, though. That was nothing. All right, we'll call it after this next turn. We'll cycle one more time. Then we'll call it a day. We're probably getting a ton of slaves from this. But before you go, build another Roman camp. We're building those damn things everywhere. Interesting. This is a lot of military option buildings here. Da-dum-dum. Still, 4 unbreached walls. Ugh. There we go. Loyalty bonus of 4. Will get us just over the top. And then they can start repairing hit points. They've got their effectiveness back. Actually, they didn't lose any hit points, so they'll be okay. They're going to upgrade it to limes, though, for defense. This also has a coastal fortress and a city walls, so those are all going to make this a pretty hard... See, this is what I don't understand. City walls. Walls 1 of 1. Roman camp. Walls 1 of 1. Coastal fortress doesn't have walls. But, you see what I'm saying? Is it just you take the highest walls, I guess? Which is annoying. I mean, they have siege resist 2, siege resist 1, siege resist 2. The main thing that you get from the coastal fortress is siege resist, but also garrisons. Garrisons are important. You can see the garrison, right? No, you can't. I don't think. I think they're only actually brought to bear during certain situations. Okay. So the Aegean Defense Fleet is still recovering here. The Vanguard Fleet is supposed to be recovering, but it's just chilling. The Vanguard forces here are going to recover, and they'll join the Vanguard Fleet and come back. Now, what's going on over here? Pontus took some territory for itself. Sure, why not, buddy? Go nuts. Oh. Huh. There's no longer any Egyptians over here. It's all Parthia. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So the Conquest Garrison, I don't want to send anything back down to the Delta yet. Any more forces, because right now we don't have a good supply base, even for the forces that we do have there. If I send down more, I'm worried that we run out of supplies and everybody starts taking some attrition. So, what'll we do here? Well, we can merge these good Gothic heavy infantry in with this, and then remove 3 of these heavy infantry. Because are we in forest? We're in plains, but so these guys are 5 4s with a range defense of 5. These are 5 5s, and they have 1 extra hit point and 1 extra effectiveness, and they work well in woods. So these 3 guys are going to split off, and they're going to go away. We don't need them anymore. Oh, we lost our general in that other battle. That's annoying, huh? Relentless, +2 movement, but a defense penalty. Huh. I think we want that. That's nice. Do we send them in now? Yeah. Yeah, they have no defensive general there, so let's do it. Now, I'm still going to need another couple of those guys. 1, 2. I think the Rex Custodiae are probably still worth keeping, because they're already 6/6 woodsmen versus the 5/5 woodsman here. So the Rex Custodiae gotta stay. Now, we also made another Gothic Heavy Infantry. Is that? Yeah, they're both Gothic Heavy Infantry, and both areas can build. Yeah, that's good. Did you take a piece of my Gotha Citerior? How dare you? Will defend with 21 units. Damn. That seems like a lot. Let's not go in there. Instead, let's go up here and meet our cavalry, which is going to join us here eventually. Because we can still go and take all of the Lugii. I could make them a client state, because they're in their own self-contained province, and there's no way for these guys to spawn. Unless these guys also spawn off the map and move in. I'm not sure if that's the case. But we'll try to make the Lugii a client state. We'll absorb the Gothans, and then we'll call it a day at that. We'll just station somebody right here on the border with the everything, and we'll never have to fight and expand in the north again. We don't actually have to absorb the Gothans, because then we'd have to take care of this stupid thing. We can sell it to Epirus, though. Anyway, so I don't know what to do with the Asia Minor army. I think I'm just going to send it back to winter in the capital over here. And I think Conquest Garrison is going to go move over into this capital. The Aegean Defense Fleet can't actually stop here because it doesn't have... Never mind. If it doesn't have a port, it's going to take forever to get down there. So we're going to skip that particular situation. Okay, I think we're good. Let's make sure that our buildings are set. Over here, plantation, look for green. We're not going to care. Look for green. Hang on, how can this have no growth when it's got 100 and redistributing it elsewhere, I guess? Street parlor to help with the culture a little bit here. Every time I build a health building, I'm just making it worse for myself, because now they're going to grow faster and I'm going to have to build more buildings. Worship place for loyalty. Archery. Let's get smokehouse. Amphitheater for a culture area. Yes, yes, yes. Seed storage. No, actually, let's get the sawmill so we can build these roads up. Actually, this is one of the ones that I wanted to just let it build its own thing and see what happened, right? Crete could have a cultural site. That would be good. A jewelry shop. Let's get irrigation. Looking for green. No green. So, a tavern for loyalty and money. We also need olive oil and honey, but I always like getting preserved food store. This does not need a racing track. A delicacy shop actually has all the bonuses, so we get that's a good call. because culture is one of the things we were focusing on in that region. Ooh, we don't have a major harbor here, but a scriptorum, meh. Here, we finally had built, what? A school. We're looking for infrastructure, though. Like a builder's hall. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. But I think we need the racing track in order to get us the loyalty. We don't need that loyalty here. Ooh, a cotton mill would be pretty good. Yeah, go away for 11 turns. I approve. Hey, paved roads. Look at that. They take a long time to make. The legions can make it just like that. Oh, yeah. I fixed my income situation. I delved too greedily and too deep, but I've fixed it now. Alright. Let's see. This is the last turn. We're going to check out what's going on in Egypt. There's still a chance that they do a major counterattack here. We have not yet really solidified our hold, and that main city is just refusing to fall. We're going to need to besiege it with another army. Maybe the garrison army can come down and besiege it, along with the Vanguard. We're also going to need our navy to come back down, but it's been... They were so out of supply because we couldn't take a damn food source. Now we've got a couple, though. So is this the final, is this the end of these stupid Germanic independence? They just melt away into the woods and come back every time. So here, I'm feeling good about this. Feeling very good about this. Alright, Rome won the battle. I don't know where these guys came from, but they got crushed. Why would they send urban militia out to fight us? How would they even do that? Damn. We're still in the middle. 626 legacy is kind of huge. We'll go north of 700 when we take all these Egyptian areas. Ooh, develop productivity. I don't need the money anymore. We're going to do culture. That's an extra 5% culture across the board. Alright, we still haven't breached any walls. Upgrade this to a camp again, since it got destroyed last time we came through. And then hopefully we can send this down here to build limes here in the desert. Okay, this area here in the desert is finally going to maybe give us some food. A decent base of operations. Because the Roman camp gives extra supply per turn. Oh. The Parthian usurper. That's interesting. Parthia had a civil war pop up. So I think what I'm going to try to do is piece out of this war after we can demand all of these coastal provinces. This Aegyptus inferior. The main one being... does this have any decent crazy buildings? No. No, these are all just... Meh, they're okay. They've got some culture, so they're +3 legacy each. But this one is +3 legacy, and then bam! The Great Library, another +3. And then that's it, actually. I thought maybe they'd have more. Oh, the Acropolis. Doesn't have any legacy, though. I wonder if these are destroyed when we take it because they're Greek-specific. Ah. Asclepion Medical Temple. That does have some legacy. Urban Guards. A lot of extra garrison. Coastal Fortress. Large walls. That one's going to be a pain to take, too. But this one's the biggest pain, and I can't figure out where the hell it comes from. All they have is massive walls. They don't even appear to have a coastal fortress. So what the hell is causing them to do damage to my ships? Maybe it was this one. This one had the coastal fortress that was doing the damage. But this one, I don't understand where they're getting all the extra, like... Attacker has 24 siege value. Defender has 16... from units, and then 17 from structures. Okay, so the difference is they have an army in here. Not just this, or maybe it is just this. So, anyway, we'll deal with that next time. So thanks everybody for watching. Catch you tomorrow, 10:30 Eastern Time.